Premium connectivity is stupidly overpriced, and the last thing you want to do is add one more subscription to the many.
Let's stop right there. I made a bold claim 1 year ago about how it's absurd to pay for Tesla premium connectivity, and some people may have disagreed. But after trying it for myself for 1 full year, do I actually still see the value, and do I think it's worth your hard-earned money? Watch until the end of the video to find out if it is, because I just discovered a few things that many Tesla owners don't even know about. When you take delivery of your Tesla, no matter what model, you will get a trial of premium connectivity. If it's a Model 3 or Model Y, you will get a 30-day trial, but if you get a Model S or Model X, it will be a 1-year trial from the delivery date. After that, in the US, it will cost you $9.99 per month, or you can purchase it on an annual basis for $99. And if you decide not to continue with premium connectivity, you will get standard connectivity, which is available for only 8 years from the day of your delivery. But you may be wondering, what's the difference between the two? Well, according to Tesla, they have shared this comparison chart to differentiate the features. And at first glance, you may think, wow, look at all those features you get with premium connectivity. But hold on, let's zoom in and take a closer look. You see those numbers? That indicates you can still get those things when you activate Wi-Fi hotspot in your Tesla. So that leads us into our first segment of what's actually included in standard connectivity. The first thing is Tesla Navigation, which utilizes Google's API for generating Google Maps. Now, many people do not know this, but navigation is a free standard feature and is still accurate without having live traffic visualization turned on, which is a premium feature, and I'll get into exactly what that is later in the video. But basically, getting from point A to point B will provide you with the fastest route available based on traffic conditions, as long as you have online routing in your navigation settings enabled. If you don't, you will get this message appearing on your screen, which will lead to inaccurate routing options. Now, there are 3 other features you get with standard premium connectivity, but they do require you to turn on your Wi-Fi hotspot. So here's how to do it.
But all you have to do is turn on your personal hotspot. What I do is I go on my iPhone, I go to settings, and I go to personal hotspot. And once I trigger this message should go away. So right now, this message says, please connect to Wi-Fi or subscribe to premium connectivity. And once it does, you'll get access to one of the features, and that is video streaming.
Now, with video streaming, you can watch your favorite shows on Netflix, Disney+, YouTube, which also allows you to subscribe, by the way. Just gonna throw that out there. Twitch and Hulu. But of course, any video streaming service that requires you to pay to watch normally requires you to log in with your paid account to do so. Now, 2 things to keep in mind. You cannot watch while the car is driving in the front screen, but if your Tesla has a rear screen, passengers in the back are able to watch while driving, which is a strong distraction tactic for when your kids need to pipe down on long road trips. This also helps Tesla's overall strategy for premium connectivity adoption, as more use cases creates more value for Tesla buyers. The second feature of standard connectivity that requires hotspot is music streaming. Now, I'll be honest, despite having a premium Spotify account, I mainly use Bluetooth to play music. That way I can pivot much quicker from music streaming apps within my phone versus the Tesla screen, and my wife becomes the car DJ. So you don't have to worry, I'm not looking at my phone while I'm driving. Now, some might disagree on this and say, why not use the music apps available in the Tesla, like Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube Music, Tidal, Amazon Music, and Live One Radio, which are both recent additions. Because I primarily use Bluetooth instead, I don't even have to connect to hotspot to enjoy my music. And in case you're curious, all Teslas do not come with Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, unless you get some third-party add-on. Tesla would much rather you use their stuff. Now, let me know if this is something you wish that Tesla added in the future. The last feature of standard connectivity is the internet browser, which allows you to do this.
Did you know you can order another Tesla in your Tesla?
Now, in all seriousness, other than showing your friends and family how cool it is, I would much rather go on my phone for any time I do need the internet. So not really a perk, in my opinion. Now, let's get into what you actually do get with premium connectivity, and be sure to stick around because I will go over some cons that do come with buying it that many new Tesla owners don't know about. But before we do, you need to know how to actually purchase it for your Tesla, which I got it for free for a year because remember, I thought it was absurd. So I actually redeemed it through the Tesla referral program program, and I'll leave my link in the description in case you want to save money on your Tesla purchase.
So if you did want to get premium connectivity for your Tesla, you go to the Tesla app, of course, and you go down to upgrades. And when you go to upgrades, you go to software upgrades and subscribe. And for us, it's $13.99 a month, and because we're Canadian. But for USD, it'll be $10.
Let's get into the first feature of premium connectivity, and that is satellite view of the maps, which is a key component to visually satisfy your eyeballs, providing drivers with a bird's eye view of images from space orbiting the Earth to render visuals, helping you line up landmarks like buildings or bodies of water for easier navigation. Now, in my opinion, after a year of using it, I haven't noticed an improvement on how to use navigation other than noticing how bland the default grayscale map looks. It does add a stunning aesthetic to your Tesla, so it depends on if you really place value on that. Up next, we have live traffic visualization, which was a feature I mentioned earlier in the video. It shows traffic congestion and jams on the map by coloring roads blue, orange, and red. It has three purposes. First one being traffic along route. The route is highlighted with different colors to show areas with traffic. If it's blue, it means no traffic. If it's orange, it means there's a slowdown, but it's still moving. But if it's red, it means you will be late to your event because of heavy traffic congestion. This is also the perfect time to turn on autopilot, since there is nothing more mind-numbing than stop and go traffic. The second purpose is traffic in trip progress bar, which is a high-level overview of traffic along the entire trip. And last purpose is traffic lights and speed camera icons. Traffic lights, stop signs, and speed camera locations are displayed on the map. Now, after a year of using this feature I actually do find useful. And despite you getting an accurate navigation routing times without it, I still like to know when the traffic is about to come to a complete stop. And it's especially useful on highways where you typically drive faster. The next feature of premium connectivity is karaoke that allows users to sing along to popular karaoke songs in their car. It displays song lyrics on the front and rear touchscreens and can be used with or without vocals. Tesla even sells a karaoke mic if you really are that passionate about singing. Just don't jam too hard like this goofball and get caught. Next, we have the creme de la creme feature, Sentry Mode, which detects people around your car, records them, and then scares them away with a red eyeball and flashing lights. And the beauty is, you can be anywhere in the world, even cottage country, and view the cameras that surround your Tesla directly from your Tesla app. However, once you get premium connectivity, there are two key steps required to actually turn it on. One is in the app itself, and the other is in Tesla's safety menu. Once you do, you will have access to the front camera of your Tesla, the rear, the right, and the left. And a more recent feature inside of your car, and a cool use case is checking in on your pets or just stalking people sitting inside your car. One Sentry Mode does capture events and replays it back to you via dashcam, which brings us to 3 pros of having Tesla premium connectivity. Number 1, my wife's safety. Nothing gives me more peace of mind than my wife being able to check the Tesla's surroundings via the Tesla app prior to entering it, especially if it's in sketchy places like an empty parking lot. Number 2, you will save a ton on your mobile data usage. I noticed it took up 1 gig to load Netflix and another gig to watch for 20 minutes. Number 3, you can use all video and music streaming services without the annoying process of connecting to Wi-Fi hotspot, which you do have to manually connect each time. So if those are the pros, what are the cons? Here are 3.
Number 1, even if you have premium connectivity, the software does not update through it. You have to connect to your personal hotspot. So I have to go to my personal hotspot every time, turn it on, and guess what? The Wi-Fi has to be manually plugged in each time. So I have to go here, wait for my Wi-Fi to trigger, and then connect it. It doesn't automatically remember it, and it's annoying. It should be able to just use premium connectivity to update the software.
Number 2, Sentry Mode drain. I have noticed a 5% extra drain of the battery when my Tesla is left parked with Sentry Mode turned on versus the usual 0.5 to 1% per day when it's not. Now, Tesla is looking to improve this soon, so I'm looking forward to when that update does come out. Number 3, now you may get mad at me for saying this, but the pricing could still be better. Now, I know what you're thinking. thinking, if you can afford a Tesla, surely you can afford premium connectivity. Given we're living in a time with endless streaming service subscriptions, it's frustrating to add one more to the list. So what's the conclusion? Is premium connectivity actually worth it after using it for one full year? Ladies and gentlemen, I have changed my mind and I have to say, yes, it is. But strictly for Sentry Mode alone and my wife's safety. But if Sentry Mode was not included with premium connectivity, I would cancel it in a minute. Also, if you like this 1 year premium connectivity review, check out my brutally honest 1 year review of my Tesla Model Y.